few new things here I purchased for my mCPX brushless. I've got a CanoMod Fiberglass Canopy. Really sharp looking Canopy fiberglass. And I had to do a modification to it. It didn't come with these grommets or the holes drilled out. And I didn't like the way it fit. It felt kind of loose to me, so put it on there, marked the holes, and then went in there with once I had it on the frame, with the marker, marked where my posts lined up on each side. Then I took my body reamer that I use for Lexan bodies from RC cars and trucks, and just reamed out a hole here and a hole here. And then these are actually grommets. Came with these grommets, but these grommets here are actually from my 130X. They're a little bit these are a little bit smaller than these, but you can't really tell. So now it fits a lot better. And it actually, this fiberglass frame actually, or canopy actually, stiffens the frame on the 130 quite a bit. So you can see how much flex you've got with this canopy. Now if I take this canopy off, I do put this canopy back on it when I put it back in the box, because this obviously is not going to fit in the box to transport. So but this just kind of goes on like so. Just kind of goes in here, like trying to keep it in view here. Pretty easy to put on, just goes in like that. Line up your mounts. Oops, I did. Get that battery holder there. There we go. It's a lot easier when you're not trying to film this, but you get the idea. So it just pops in there. This actually takes a lot less time if I'm just doing it without filming it. But there we go, and just slide it in. Like that. These don't really push in all the way, but they just kind of hold the post there. They don't go in as far as these do, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. They're just there to grab all of the posts and just keep things from moving too much. So, and as you can see, look at that. Not a lot of movement. Not a lot of movement at all. The movement is actually the landing gear itself. It's actually moving. This canopy is stiff, and it stiffens up the entire frame. Flies better. I flew it yesterday. I'll do a flight outside to show you guys just how much smoother it flies. It almost looks like a miniature version of the Goblin series of helicopters. Kinda. It's really sharp looking. You just have that extended back here that just goes into the boom here. It just really looks cool. This is, like I said, this is from CanoMod, that company that makes these fiberglass canopies for the mCPX. They make them for the 130X and some other helicopters as well. And I've got all the Rakon Heli upgrades you can get that I felt like this thing required. I didn't want to go too overboard with it, but I did blade grips, aluminum blade grips from Rakon Heli, head unit, swash plate, and then the boom supports, which are carbon fiber, and then aluminum here. And then there's an aluminum carbon fiber bracket mount thing here that goes underneath the gear here. You take the gear off and then put the carbon fiber bracket on, and the aluminum bracket, which actually the aluminum bracket goes kind of into your mounts into your servos underneath there. But that's a real solid piece of craftsmanship right there too. It just works. And the fin, vertical fin, stabilizer. And what else did I get? I got, we can see a difference in Canopy. It's even, it's a little bit bigger. A little bit. But anyway. So I also got a 300 milliamp battery from, what's the manufacturer? Extreme Production. Never heard of them, but hey, it's 300 milliamp battery. It's more power than stock. 35C. I think the stock they're 30C. So this is a 35C battery with 300 milliamp. And I did try these. I did not like them. There's a little more flex than the stock. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I had a tail wag, more so than usual, and just constant. Even I love it, tail wagged. And I don't know if it's because it's a bit longer than the stock one, as you can see. Good quarter-inch longer. I don't know if the gyro would have to be, gain would have to be decreased, and I don't know how to do that with a microCPX. There's no real way to do that, I don't think. I know the 130 you can do that. 130X you can do that, but with this, because it's not a separate, doesn't have a separate, electronic speed control, I don't know if you can really adjust that. So I just went back to the stock tail rotor. It held just fine. So that is the microCPX. My microCPX in its current form here. Looking pretty good. I'm going to do a flight video next. I'm going to do a quick flight video here with the CanoMod Fiberglass Canopy for the microCPX brushless upgrade that I put the new canopy on. So we'll see how much more stable it flies. Well, it has power too. That was my bad. The taillight might actually be the battery itself not broken in yet. I'm doing that with stock battery. Or did I break that battery in power? Could be why. This is the second flight of this battery, so probably needs to be broken up. But see how it flies. Pretty stable. think that little bit of tail wag might be the battery not quite broken in yet. I didn't do that with the stock battery. I don't know. Flies pretty good though. Nice and stable. There's less tail wag in the in hover. Definitely with the fiberglass canopy on it. In hover, it's wagging like you wouldn't believe. With a stock canopy on it. So. We got plenty of pop, plenty of power. Tail wag on it doing that. mCPX brushless with the CanoMod Speed Fiberglass Canopy. Pretty sweet.